Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Sunless Sea. Last time didn't go well. At the last At the end of last episode, we died and made a new character. So, yeah, we got a somewhat fresh start this time. Last time we were out exploring, and actually, I can pull up the map because that's the one thing we got to keep. We went out exploring off east. I think we ran into some trouble here. I don't remember of what sort, but we ended up cutting down past here. Wait, no, never mind. This part wasn't last episode, it was the episode before, because this is the episode where we dealt with a rodent war. But anyways, after the rodent war, we explored eastward a little bit. Had some... what's the word? We explored around the Khan area a little bit. We learned a little bit about them, but we couldn't do much over there. And I was a goof and ended up not buying fuel or food while I was here. So we ran out of supplies. So I was desperately searching in this area for an island so that we could get some stuff and just didn't find anything. So it was about here that we ended up resorting to cannibalism. That was wonderful. And it was here where we were about to run out of fuel. So, I asked for help from the three eldritch horror deities of the underneath. And I got the help by being sent all the way down here. Which, needless to say, wasn't very helpful because we were trying to get over here. Or just get anything going for us. But that didn't happen. So we got teleported all the way down here. Where? We died. Or, I should say, we asked for help from a different one of the three deities. And I didn't realize that help would come at the cost of our captain's life. I made a couple little oopsies last time. You die in this game when your captain gets 3 wounds. And we had 1. But apparently asking for help from, I think it's the deity of stone, requires you to wound your character. And I guess it wounds you twice instead of once, like I thought it would. Because the wound was mortal and we died. Instantly. So, at the end of last time we went through what the death screen looks like, and starting bonuses for our next captain. And the only thing we got to keep was our map. So that's what we've gotten. Oops, sorry about that. Little hiccup. Pause the video to try and fix something. But we're back. But anyways, all we kept was the map. We chose to be a correspondent of our previous captain. So that's... and I think we got an extra point in pages, I think, to start with, and that was about it. I don't even think that we kept our... okay, we did keep our weapons, at least. It didn't say we're going to be able to keep a weapon. But I guess this is just the starting layout. If we had a better weapon, we could have chosen to keep that instead of the map. But I think the map's going to be more useful for the start here. But, anyways, we'll probably go over how we started off with the new Captain Drew. Started off, I think we went with a natural philosopher. Yes, there it is. Where we're exploring the world, and I think that gave us a bonus to pages or something like that. So we're naturally more knowledgeable. And I chose the aspiration of trying to find our father's lost remains. And to do that, we went through a little bit of the starting story. We need to bring Skintalak from Port Cecil or elsewhere to the gracious widow in London. Sadly, we don't have Skintalak anymore, because our old captain had that. So that's something we're going to have to find again. Maybe we can head back to the island with the rodents. They had quite a bit. Maybe they'll be willing to part with some. I do want to head back there anyways. But anyways, we got some more stories here in London to deal with. Let's see. This is more or less the same storyline we did at the end of last time. This will just tell us, oh, do you have the Skintalak to bring to us? Also, a couple other things. Let's start with the passenger. Let's see who wants to come aboard. Agree to carry the gnomic Gallivant to the Guinea Canal, or the Iron and Misery Funging Station, or both. He's sturdy as a horse. Who will pick it up? Who will prick it with their spurs? He cries to no one in particular. A drop of blood may be as precious as a ruby. Okay. Welcome aboard. He puffs out his chest. Ruby studs gleam in the lamplight. I knew London had enterprising spills still left in it. I am seeking truth, Captain, which, I am told, I may find in the Iron and Misery Funging Station, and the Guinea Canal. Ideally, I'd learn both, but I could settle for one. For at Port Cecil there will be a contest, and we will change the world with a game of chess. A king will fall. Bound for both the Guinea Canal and the Iron and Misery Funging Station. Welcome. Don't ask me why that's the voice I decided to go with for the gnome. But anyways. How about the Labyrinth of Tigers? Let's take a look here. The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological... It's open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors. I'm apparently having problems speaking. The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of Far Mandalay, the Thing in the Mirror, the Cantagaster's children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend. NB the management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. We could provide a rare creature of the labyrinth. Are those young siren snapes? We don't have a harlot fry to sell, so we can't do that. We could purchase a live specimen, but we don't have the funds for that. So, nothing to do here. I guess let's see what's new in London. Oh, we can get another Blemigan. Might as well. We went through this on the first episode, where this is like a new mascot. To change out the sleeping ferret, it's just a little bit better. Or, it gives us mirrors and pages instead of +1 hearts. But anyways. Back to London? Oh yeah, we have to restart all of our admirals. All of our... What's the word? We have to redo all of our stuff with the admiral. Regain all of our favors. So... that's gonna be something to do. We can offer passage to a tomb colonist. Let's do that. We know where they need to go, and we'll get paid for it. Yep. They're technically a passenger, but they might as well just be cargo. We can hire on more crew, but that's pretty expensive. I think we'll be good at 8 of 10 for now. So, let's pay another visit to the Admiral. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. We need to go to the Iron Misery Company Funging Station. Okay, so that's good. We have a couple missions to go there for. Yep, we can't speak to higher authority, so nothing left there. Perhaps not. See about lodgings. Only thing we can do is, read the morning paper, so we have some recent news. So, not really a whole lot left to do here in London. I thought there'd be a little bit more, since we're just starting off with a new character. But I guess we have looked through a lot of this before. It's a lot of the same stuff just over again. So I guess it's okay. Oops, rumpin'. Old-wise, nothing new. Don't think there's anything special in here for us to do yet. I suppose... Oh! We haven't done this yet. We do have the new, the doctor here. I wonder why they're at sea. Hello, my dear, my dear. Sit down carefully. Just let me tidy away these implements. We don't want any carelessness, do we? We can increase our pages if we had a secret. Or we can... Let's ask about his desires and ambitions. He's traveled much, seen all manner of wound and malady. But is there anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? The Chelonates. You know it, they collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest Captain, if we ever find ourselves in the Chelonate, I do hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement. The Chelonate can be found somewhere in the far east of the Unterzee. Okay, so that's something to know. So even further than... I think we're done here. So even further, like somewhere's along here, I'm assuming. But anyways, we're probably good to set off. What are we gonna do? We're probably gonna retrace a lot of the stuff we've done so far. We're gonna probably stop at Hunter's Keep, stop at Venderbite, the Iron Misery Co. Funging Station, then probably head back to Saints Haven. Just pick up some port reports, and to see if we can't pick up some Skintalak to continue on the Father's Missing Bones mission. So, let's just set off. Oops, I forgot we were paused. Let's get going. Hunter's Keep is just... I'm glad we kept a map, so that we know where everything is. Otherwise, the world would have changed up a bit. Oh, I don't think we need this open. We're off sailing the seas with the good old Captain Drew. Music cuts in right there. I'm hoping that good old Captain Drew lives a little bit longer than the Captain Arden. Where's the Hunter's Keep dock? There it is. We're just gonna pick up a port report here, and I think probably we can still spend some time with the sisters. Though that might be a bit risky, because I think that's how we got into some of our contact with those gods. And those gods were not very helpful to us. But a Hunter's Keep is just a hump of dark rock, swathed in mist. Present yourself at the house, walk in the gardens, reconnoitre the island, or spy. Let's do recon on the house, on the island. That's how we get our port reports. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes, even the weather. Yeah, this is a lot of the same stuff from a few episodes back. But anyways, let's try doing something different this time. Last time we presented ourselves at the house, but this time, let's go through something different. We can walk in the gardens, or try spying on it. Let's go with some espionage. Let's spy on the house. This place may not be as simple as it seems. It's a very modest challenge. 75% because of our veils. So hopefully this goes well. 3 sisters. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor. Grand in size, if a little reduced in size by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. A log pops, and the woman by the fire gives a violent start. You cannot restrain a start of your own, and her eyes meet yours through the glass. She claps her hand to her mouth in shock. There's nothing to do but step apologetically into the room. A visitor! The pianist, the youngest, cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest, who you frightened, sighs. Excuse us, she says. Visitors are rare, and you are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Vale's 25 failed in the challenge. Try again. You may have better luck. Aw. Oh well. You are acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. I wonder what we would have learned if that didn't fail. But they're not receiving visitors. But we can give them news. Or do we want to share our recent news? Save, not share. We've gone through this before. This will just give us some lunchtime with the sisters. We'll learn a little bit more about them, but it's just going to be stuff we've already read through. So I think saving the recent news for something new might be a better idea. So, we just picked up the port report. We're just going to head off. We're going to head north to Vanderbite, because that's where we turn in that... What's it called? The... Like, mummy. I don't remember what they're called. There it is, Tomb Colonist. That's what it is. Makes sense. Whoop. Full power, your engines... Whoops. What did I do? How did I do this? Oh, I must have accidentally pressed F. Whoops. Almost blew up the engines. Oh, the port's on this side, I think? No. Oh. Oh, no. Ah! Ooh, that was close. Let's avoid hitting F again. I don't want to blow up. Oops. What's this? Hold on, we got some new tutorials. Full power to the engines. If you ever need an extra turn of speed, clicking the full power icon will add another barrel of fuel to the engine. This is occasionally hazardous. Wait, that cost fuel? Oh no. That was such a waste. I didn't realize that cost fuel to do. I probably should have. Hitting X I think I hit F twice, so we just lost 2 units of fuel for no reason. And horn. This is a new one. Pressing the H key will blow your horn. This has 0 useful function. It may provoke nearby Z-Beast or hostile vessels. Okay. Okay then. Why is that in? If that's just going to get us in trouble now that I know about it. But oh well. Let's slow down and dock up. You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? An absent friend. It is everything I imagined, he tells you breathlessly. But there's someone missing. Please, bring her to me. A vague commission. She went off to the Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London. But Vanderbite is just as safe as the college, and I'll wager she's bored of mud by now. Look for the shady sort in the Mangrove College, somewhere in the south of the Unterzee. Bring a shady sort to Vanderbite from the Mangrove College? We lost our tomb colonist. So, can't do that yet. We're gonna have to head south, see if we can't find them. Let's see a route around here. We'll pick up the port report. Again, we've already read through this. And I suppose we can talk to the first curator. We've already read through that. I wonder if this is going to be exactly the same. Okay, this is the same mission where they just want some colors. We'll pick it up. We'll accept the commission. We've read through all of this before. We didn't actually find any of these colors yet last time. But it's good to know about. So again, nothing new here. We're just retracing a lot of our steps. If we continue north, we'll hit the snow. So, let's head east to Iron Misery Co. Let's try and explore like this area and some of the area of Saints Haven. This episode's going to just be a lot of redoing a lot of stuff. And next time, we'll probably be doing more of the same. Okay, I just looked at the map. We're going to just be going for a little bit. But anyways, this episode, as I said, a lot of the same from what we've already explored. Probably the same for the next episode. Hopefully the episode after that is going to be more new stuff. Keep checking the map because I have no idea how far we travel. Every moment. Okay, don't run into Moody's light. Okay. Let's avoid running into anything. Let's avoid getting chased by a giant crab thing. That's something way too important. So, there it is. The good thing is, since we know where everything is, we can just get there pretty quickly. Iron and Misery Company, Funging Station. I&M has a forager operation here, filling giant Belegus rooms for building materials, harvesting Kira leaf for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Good, thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? Okay, we do have quite a few things to do here. Oh, quite a bit more than even I was expecting. Anyways. Let's just go top to bottom. Stand in the right place at the right time for the gnomic gallivant. Ruby Writings. What is that? And information from the Iron Misery Company. I don't like comedians. I am a very serious man. But we agree on one thing. Timing. That's why I'm breaking into the factors. Oh. Hold on. That's the gnome. I forget what voice I gave the gnome. Okay, we're doing something illegal here, I think. I don't like comedians. I am a very serious man. But we agree on one thing. Timing. That's why I'm breaking into the factor's home, and why I need you to distract him until I've found a special itinerary. I think that changed. Whatever. I'm bad at voices. A pleasant distraction. It just so happens that you bumped into the factor on his walk home. What a happy coincidence. You couldn't possibly manage this entire picnic basket by yourself. Overjoyed to have company, he joined you on a bench for the next hour, merrily eating sandwiches. You take your leave once you have seen the gallivant pass by. Back on your deck, the gallivant laughs jovially. His rubies wink in the light. Iron and Misery will be sending a representative to the contest in Port Cecil. There's a full itinerary for all of the events, tailored for every attendee. I have the dictator's moves mapped. You were to visit the Guinean Canal and the Iron and Misery Cove plunging station. There is still one port left to visit. The Gnomic Gallivant discovered the whereabouts of his target. Okay then. And give the pass sign to the affable factor. So this is our mission from the Admiral. So we'll get rewards for bringing that back. And have tea with them. Unlocked when the bandage poissonnier. And when we have that. So we can accept a volunteer. Unlocked with crew. So that will just pick up, for one echo, we'll get one more crew. But that will take up our something awaits you. Let's get our port report. And let's have tea with the factor. The poor fellow needs your company, and he can spare an hour away from his schedule. Let's do it. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew, but the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the sea of lilies, ugh, and the little restaurant in Venderbite, where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Venderbites, I know. I never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? Maybe Drew does. He was a correspondent of Arden, and Arden did know of the place. So, maybe Arden wrote to Drew about it? Oh, well. He also has a load of Belegus frond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. Happened, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. We lost 2 terror. That's all for now. We gained 3 fragments, gained a supply, and we've been told of an exceptionally fine restaurant in Venderbite. That's good to know, I suppose. And finally, we can gather supplies. 60%. It's gonna cost us some fear. Let's see. 5 terror. Nothing. We're gonna do this 3 times, I think. You are fortunate. You gained a supply, and you gained 2 terror. Once more. You were fortunate. Okay, we're up to 7 supplies. That's good. That's 7 days worth of food. And we're only at 10 terror for it, so that's okay. No, nothing left to do here. That is gonna cut east to Saints Haven. Probably cut up through here and make our way backwards. Depending on how long it takes. Anyways. Let's just go into combat, apparently. Oh, there it is. I think they only had 30 health. It's hard to tell. Oh, they're giving chase. Do we turn and fight? We can get something out of it, so let's do it. Are they going... Is this pirate going after that other ship that was just there? Whoa, what just happened? We just kind of stopped for a second. Oh, that's the pirate ship. Oh, getting some lag. Wait, is this an... Oh, that's another pirate. Let's kill this one. Oh, what? Okay, loot and scuttle this ship, but then we're turning to fight this one. We pick up a cache of curiosities. A cask of wine. Mushroom wine. It's in the flaring light, it's Z-dark, but the taste is the darkness of autumn. Mushroom wine. An acquired taste, perhaps, but once you've acquired it, it'd go back to grapes. Nasty little bubbles of goo. Grapes. So we have a cask of mushroom wine. We'll make use of that at some point. Ow. Why are you firing on us? Oh. We're not at all prepared to actually fight this ship. Oh, wow. We might be getting a third captain pretty soon. Full speed ahead. I probably should have just docked back up, but then we'd just be stuck there. Looks like we're gaining distance. Oh, wow, getting a lot of lag when we approached Crab Cake. That's a bit strange, but okay. We made it away from that vessel. This is something. A tooth-cracking treasure. A chunk of grit baked in your ship's biscuit. You crack a tooth and curse your crew chuckle, but when the object turns out to be a diamond, small and badly flawed, but a diamond nevertheless, they'll hush. Diamonds are sacred to stone, one says. Give it to the Z, Captain. It'll be luck for us. You're not going... Hang on to it. You're not going to throw a diamond in the Z to appease some nameless god of Zailor's superstitions. Or do the careful thing. Sailors pray to stone when they want home, earth, and healing. He's the kind of god you would want on your side. Ugh. Do we keep the diamonds? Or do we do the careful thing and give the diamond to the Z? We trusted stone when our last captain died. I'm not sure if we should trust them again. But maybe that's because we didn't give the Z a diamond? I think I'm going to throw the diamond into the sea. I don't want to make the death gods angry. Whatever. Do the careful thing. A flash in the darkness. The diamond glints once as it reaches the apex of its arc. Down, down, and a wave reaches up to take it. You know something of the three gods of the Z. You know how the gods of the Z stone's attention. It's very far away, but perhaps it's watching you. And we did lose 5 terror. That we might have wanted to keep the diamond, but I just do not want to be on a god's bad side. But anyways, we're pulling back up. We're pulling up to this Pigmoat Isle. I couldn't remember what it was called. And Saints Haven. That's what it's called. Hopefully the rats will be able to give us something. Wait, is this going to start the story of the war over again? Let's see. Pause and slow down. 2 houses, both alike in dignity. On a lonely desert beach, there is no habitation in sight. No markets, only an old rotting dock. Oh. Okay. That's a different... A stretch of sand thickens into damp black earth, from which sprout stunted palms? Not quite. Oh, we've already read that. Disembark, see what awaits you. War? Okay. So, we've already gone through this. I'm not gonna read through all of this over again. If you want to hear the full interlude to how this war began, go back a couple episodes. Oops. Did that mess something up? No, it looks like everything's still fine. Anyways. But anyways, cliff notes. Rats and guinea pigs are at war. The chief engineer is a rat. And the seneschal is a guinea pig. Um... Hmm. Hmm. What do we do here? Um... Last time we went with the rats. Um... I suppose let's attempt to broker a peace, or do we go with the other side this time? Does the Captain Drew side with the guinea pigs? Or does the Captain Drew see both sides as maybe we should just work together instead? Um, I prefer the rat side of the thing, um, but I don't know if I want to just do the same thing over again. Let's attempt to broker a peace, shall we? Surely their commonalities were more numerous than their differences. Perhaps I could help them get along. My words helped them reach agreement. The chief engineer and the seneschal shared a look, then regarded me with scornful amusement. Yes, smirked the chief engineer. You're obviously much cleverer than us. Oh, much? Murmured the seneschal. You clearly know us much better than we know ourselves. Apparently idealism would not help here. Oh, if I just try the same thing again, I'll get the same thing? Okay. So that's not even really an option. Well then, let's favor the seneschal this time. We'll favor the seneschal this time, and then, with every new captain that arrives at this island, we'll probably go with the rats. Was it her charm or fondness for London's rat-skin coats that swayed me? Perhaps a little of both. At any rate, I was keen to find out more about their civilization. A friend to Cavies. I bowed to the seneschal, who purred with pleasure while the chief engineer gnashed his teeth, but kept his distance. You have chosen well, Captain, said the seneschal. Come and I will explain our situation to you in greater detail. We gain a fuel and a supply, and encourage your memoirs, a night out of habit. Quality is now, you chose with the Kiwis. Wow, look at this road. That is a knight in shining armor. Though, I usually don't think of guinea pigs when I think of knights. But anyways, this seneschal led me to the southern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of raised mounds of earth mixed with fortifying strips of mushroom flesh, which I suppose to be makeshift walls. The settlement was dazzling. The side of the island appeared to be absolutely wreathed in scintillac. Okay. The cave's dwelling was awash with silver phosphorescence. It was a large colony, most noticeable by the steam pinnace, the impossible lamb that had run aground, from which cavies came and went, bearing supplies. To the right of the ship, farther down the beach, a large group of cavies lay on bundles of colorful cloth, whining and wailing as if in pain. To the left of the ship was a ramshackle tent of poles and linen, in front of which guinea pigs clashed against each other and sharpened their teeth. In the center of the village was a colored dais, veritably festooned with colorful cloth and guarded by well-decorated knights. I suspected this was where King Gracenough kept counsel. Ye welcome, Captain, in the kingdom of Cavia, capital of our isle and blessed by the light of Our Lady's eye. The seneschal spoke solemnly, but with a hint of sadness to her words. For so it was and shall be again. I must speak with our king and prepare your arrival. My page will show you the area and bring you in sight of his splendor in good time. Page! A much smaller guinea pig, its fur braided with a slender strip of parabola linen, scurried over and bowed. The seneschal took her leave. Okay, well, let's visit the hospital. Were those guinea pigs quarantined? The Black Death. Okay, then. An elderly-looking cavey greeted me. eyeing me gravely. Many of us sickened during the voyage, a rotting in our teeth, a weakness in the flesh. This isle was our salvation. The stronger among us made a pilgrimage towards the pool of Our Lady's lights, and then, miracle of miracles, they were cured. They bathed in her, they drank her sweet waters, and the strong brought the weak to her in turn. Soon we were thriving again, bearing our children and raising them to love Our Lady's eye and see it in our deliverance. The elder looked sorrowfully at the sick under his care. Since the rats stole her, the sickness has returned. All this light is but a mockery of hers, and we gained from it no benefit. The only thing... The elder's ears and voice flattened in a hiss. It helps our condition is the flesh, the very hearts and livers of the rats who stole her from us. Okay then. Let's visit the steam pinnace on the beach. Was this indeed the impossible lamb? Wasn't it reported overrun by rats? A chalky shore. The page chittered while I inspected the vessel. Rats? Never! The splendor of Cavia overtook this vessel. I was born here, the first native of Cavia, but all our elders remember the voyage. It was hard, they say, but we were harder. But the sea is black and unkind. We were lost in the dark for weeks, and no one speaks of those terrible times. But out of the darkness came the light of Our Lady's eye, guiding us here to our own isle. In time we will ride the waves again, perhaps, once we have recovered our eye. Is it not splendid? It certainly may have been at one time, but I could see the hull had been severely damaged by the Skintalak reef. There was no way the cavies could hope to repair it themselves. Whatever the page said, they were stranded here. And, finally, I visited the barracks. What chance could guinea pigs stand against the weaponed might of the Ratus Faber? Evening the odds. The page led me to the barracks, where the knights didn't deign to speak to one so undecorated as I. The page, however, was eager to answer my questions. The rats have no weapons? None to speak of. What is a gun without a bullet? A sword without a blade? Ours are the supplies, the knives, the soft stuffs, and the glory. Their teeth are sharp, it is true, while ours... The page hesitated as the knights glowered at him. Are sharper. All praise to the flowers of the house of Cavi. One knight preened while another grunted indifference, working a whetstone along its top front teeth. As I watched, a particularly vigorous swipe knocked a whole incisor out of place. It landed on the ground in a black and bloody mess. Ugh. The knight grasped the tooth, and vanished from sight. Another glared in a way that dared me to make something of it. Okay then. So the guinea pigs are attempting to grind their teeth into sharp bites, and knocking them out of their mouths. Okay. I had seen enough. Ugh. It was time for my audience with the king. The page led me, crouching at first, and then on my knees, before King Gracenough and the Seneschal. The king was the largest guinea pig I had ever seen, easily twice the size of the largest knight in his retinue. The Seneschal looked positively dainty next to him. Oops, I forgot to read the chapter title. An Urgent Venture. We are told, intoned the king, that you have promised your assistance to the house of Cavi. This is agreeable to us. But what form shall your assistance take? Oh, excuse me. I offered to retrieve the lady's eye by force. A tough challenge, probably not doing that. I had guns, I had a boat. I planned to row a raiding party to the northern side of the island, where the Kiwis could flank the rat settlement. We could do it, but that's not a high chance. Oh. This might not work out well for us. I plotted to steal the eye with cunning. One should use shadows to catch a light. The rats would not even know we had been there. Probably. A tough challenge, again only 37%. I had nothing to offer, but my advice. I would not risk my crew on this potentially doomed venture. Oh. Going with either of those top two was very risky. So, let's do this bottom one. I had nothing to offer but my advice. A charge. The KV's supplies would not last them much longer. They had but one choice, an all-out assault on their enemy to retrieve the lady's eye, and then strike during the rat's moment of horror. I worked with King Gracelaw to plan the attack, and together we waited as the volunteered KVs went off on the assault. The screams were heard from here to the chickenwood, but then the light went out. We had succeeded. At terrible cost, to be sure, but the price of victory must always be paid in blood. El Cavia. Two houses alike in dignity, not that this is saying much, mind. Though the guinea pigs win, their might is only quality 3, weak. Their spirit is only 2, in danger. And their civilization quality is only 2, danger again. So, we're not starting them off in a great place. Let's see, what do we have here? The rats were defeated. Cavia was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations, and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night. Then, I invited one of the cavies to join us. They were reputed to be excellent swimmers, adorable enough to boost morale. And if time should become lean, I thought maybe a guinea pig stew would buy the crew a day or two before they started eating each other. Yeah, let's get the guinea pig page, I guess. Welcome aboard. The seneschal, of course, couldn't abandon her duties, but she made certain my request was carried out in the village square. The page squeaked excitedly and sought permission from her to join my party. I will record your doings for the glory of KV, he declared, and I'd like to see more of the world. I waited for him to gather up some effects and say goodbye to his family before lifting anchor and setting off. Is this just like a different war? Like, the guinea pigs and rats, we help the rats win, and then our captain dies, some time passes, and then they're at war again, like the rats stole it again. Is that what happened here? I spoke up on behalf of the rats. The survivors were being treated poorly, but the rift did not seem entirely insurmountable. Spoils of war. I appealed to the House of Cavi's grace and good breeding, and praised King Gracelaw's magnanimity. Perhaps the rats knew not what they did in stealing the eye. Perhaps they were only stumbling about in the dark for a light, as the cavies were themselves, all lost at sea. This seneschal and king exchanged a look. The seneschal murmured something into the king's ear, and he growled deep in his throat. You saw only the frond tip of our suffering, Captain. The rats must answer for every drop of noble blood spilt, and in kind, we will require a great many hearts and livers to repair the health of our great kingdom. Our young shall eat their old as is meet. The king's courtier chittered appreciatively at his wordplay, while the knights separated the screaming young rats from the adults, who had given up trying to fight. Okay. I do not like what side of this war we chose. You could not forge peace between the rats and kiwis. The wide, dark sea beckoned. We had eaten our full, and our business was concluded. It was time to continue our voyage and see what other wonders and terrors still awaited us. There, you finish your diary entry, and the final morsels of delicious rat. Yeah, I figured we were eating rat. The KVs line up to salute you as you leave the victory banquet, escorting you to your ship through the foundations of their new kingdom. You now have a port reports. You gain some hunger, and a new nation has been founded. And we... Oh, there are new things here. We might attempt to steal the lady's eye this time. Can't even purchase this, it's so expensive. The House of KV has not been gracious in the victory. Let's visit the rat ghetto, I guess, before ending off today. The cavies have forced their rivals into the swamps, and hold them there with a high spiked wall. Thick black mud squelches underfoot as you pass through the guarded gates. Hungry eyes watch your approach. Smuggle fuel into the ghetto. The rats huddle for heat, clinging tight to scraps of stolen blankets. Foul race spirits attempt to broker a union. Cavia will be stronger if its two houses work together. Successful boosts spirit, failure will reduce it. Or we can assist the rodent revolution. Outsider, grant us your strength. When our enemies lie humiliated, we will give you the rat star. This guarantees you the rat star, but will cost 5 iron. We're probably going to do this, but we're getting pretty late into this episode, so I think we're going to do that next time. So let's pause it here. So, this episode was a lot of doing the same stuff we went through previous episodes, just with a new captain. But we got into new stuff here on Pigmoat Isle. Stuff I wasn't exactly prepared or excited about entirely. I felt like I had to do the guinea pig side of things just to see the other side. But it's a very different story. With the rats, we were able to broker a peace after we beat the guinea pigs. But apparently, the rats are still being eaten and killed and put in internment camps. So, I guess next time we're leading a revolution. We definitely chose the wrong side in this war. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time. So, now, take care.